Good evening, everybody. This is USS Princeton 2004 here. It is January 31st and the time is 8 o'clock in the evening. It was really nice today. If you were sitting inside your car and while the sun was out, it got really hot. When I was taking my break, I sat in my car and the sun was shining so bright that I almost started to sweat because of the heat. And the odd thing about it was that if you were standing outside, it was actually a tad bit cold because the wind was blowing. But if you were inside your car, I suppose there was this greenhouse effect, and as well as that, as well as just the heat being trapped inside your car, the wind wouldn't be blowing, and it wouldn't cool you down as much because you're protected from the environments inside your truck or car or any type of vehicle that is enclosed. So a lot of times I come to my car and I listen to Mac Miller on my MP3 player. All of his music is just what I like to hear, and I hope he comes out with a new CD. I hope he doesn't stop from making more music. He's still fairly young. He's in his early 20s right now, so he's got a long time ahead of him to make more music. But I'm really excited for tomorrow to come. I know the JB Weld solution that I mixed and applied to the GoPro tripod mount. Underneath it, where the threads are, I applied some JB Weld with the 1-to-1 mix solution, which was the same percentage, same proportion of hardener as well as the other substance. And I placed the JB Weld inside where the threads are, as well as I tried to get to the very tip, to the very end, and I slowly threaded in the 1/4 inch 20 pitch threads on the low profile base mount that I purchased. So it's been at least 24 hours, and on the label on the JB Weld it says that you should wait for for the solution to cure overnight. So tomorrow will be a big day for me to actually test everything that I've custom built pertaining to the GoPro camera mount. At first I had used, like I was saying on several of the most recent previous moto vlogs that I've made, I mentioned that the flat adhesive mounts that were made by GoPro were not as it did not have enough of the holding power that I needed. I was somewhat inexperienced with the adhesive mounts. I've seen a lot of the videos on YouTube where there are lots of RCs that use these adhesive mounts, which are actually made with 3M VHB. It's either 4991 or 4951, but they're supposed to withstand a lot of wind. But in the videos that I watched where these adhesive mounts were used, the onboard videos on these RCs, they actually performed their task in keeping the camera in place. But what I did not know at the time was that a lot of these videos didn't have the jumps that we do have in the RC track that we have built. So I did not take into account that the jumps would have a very big effect on how the camera stays in place. So after using the one flat adhesive mount that came with the Hero 3 Black Edition, after that one didn't hold, I decided to try again, but this time I took off the sticker on top of the roof and mounted the second flat adhesive directly onto the roof. I had decided to purchase a 5-pack, which was made by GoPro. There are other sellers out there that sell generic brand GoPro adhesive mounts, but they claim to use the same 3M VHB double-sided sticky tape. I found out that the price for these generic GoPro accessories, such as the flat adhesive mount, came close to the GoPro brand that actually makes the original accessories. The price difference isn't that much, so I had a chance to purchase the GoPro brand with the which was almost the same price for these Chinese. Well, I'm not really quite sure where the GoPro accessories are made, but I'm quite sure they're also made in China, more than likely. It seems that everything nowadays is made in China. So I have no preference really between the GoPro brand and the Chinese made brands, but I was able to buy the GoPro brand because I had wanted my flat adhesive mounts as soon as I could get them, and if I purchased the generic brands, it would have taken longer for them to get to me because they were being shipped directly from China. But anyway, after I had received the GoPro brand flat adhesive mount, I immediately mounted another one onto the roof of my Slash, but that second flat adhesive mount failed as well, and I've mentioned this, like I said, from the previous videos that I've made and uploaded, so I'm pretty much repeating myself here. So, but I want to make a point across, and the point is, after watching some videos on YouTube of other RC owners mount onboard GoPro cameras on their RCs, I decided to try it myself. And so after I had experienced a couple of failures, I decided to fabricate my own design of a mount. There's a deer on the left. I had to slow down there just so that I had to make sure that the deer didn't jump in front of me and it would potentially damage my vehicle. But I'm really excited about this custom GoPro camera mount that I made. I had used these unbreakable thermoplastic light switch covers to sandwich the roof. At first I only had used one of these thermoplastic switch covers, but after testing it with the low profile mount bolted on yesterday, what had happened was, on some of the jumps, the impact would cave the roof in because the pressure of the rather small diameter of the low profile mount caused the roof to sink in. And what I had decided to do was use the other unbreakable thermoplastic switch plate that I purchased, and I dremeled the tab which the mounting screws go to, so that I would have a completely flat, smooth surface on the back side of the switch plate. And so with that, I was able to mount the low profile camera mount that I had purchased because of the structure that it was designed with nothing but just the 1/4 inch tripod threads, which is a standard universal size. And this design has less moving parts, and because it has less moving parts, it is structurally more solid, and it would allow me to take bigger air or take more jumps that at higher speeds and because the low profile mount is one solid piece with the universal thread welded to the base, it is strong enough to keep the camera in place. And yesterday I found out the only flaw from my design was not adding the second switch plate on top of the roof. So now I have one on top of the roof, pre-drilled with the 3 holes, as well as another switch plate underneath the roof. So essentially it makes a sandwich of the roof. One switch plate on top on the outside, and another underneath, another switch plate underneath inside the roof. And I am using some hex bolts, which are 12 millimeter in length. I had purchased these at the Home Depot. I'm fairly sure you could buy these at any Home Depot, but I had no sure way of knowing that these bolts were available. These bolts are perfect, and they fit the holes on the profile mount, low profile mount, which is exact in diameter, and everything is just it seems like custom made, just as if I had bought the kit separately by a company that makes these aftermarket camera mounts. But I'm getting ready to go and install the camera mount, and I'll be making some videos, onboard videos tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. It's still a trial and error endeavor, but with my second rendition, I think I have perfected it, but if not, I'll go back to the drawing board and figure out how to hard mount these Hero 3 GoPro Black Edition cameras. But I'm now at the house. This is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.